Yeah, welcome to Narayana Digital Classes. We are discussing the second shift of 25th February mains question paper, right? So, let us take the first question. It is a simple question, a combination from this one, quadratic equations as well as complex numbers. We know that suppose if one root is complex number, complex roots always occurs in pairs. So 1 minus 2i is one root and the other root is 1 plus 2i. Sum of the roots minus alpha equal to 2, you mean alpha equals to minus 2. Product of the roots 1 minus 2i into 1 plus 2i equal to beta, that is 1 plus 4 equal to beta. You mean beta equals to 5. He is asking alpha minus beta, that is minus 2 minus 5 minus 7. So your answer is 3. Simple problem, combination from this one, complex numbers and quadratic equations, right? We'll move on to the next question. Find the value of inverse trigonometric function. This type of problems particularly convert every term into tan inverse. Easily one can complete. For instance, cosecant, keep it like that. 2 cot inverse can be written as tan inverse 1 by 5 plus this you can express in terms of tan inverse, that is 3 by 4. And we know that 2 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square, that is 24 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. This further can be written as, this is 2 12 times, right? 2 into 5 by 24, 12 times. And these two can be written in terms of tan inverse. It is 20 plus 36 by 48 minus 15. This further can be written as cosecant of tan inverse 56 by 33. You can convert in terms of this one, cosecant inverse. This is opposite side, adjacent side, and your hypotenuse becomes 65. You mean you will get 65 by 56. So your answer is first one. So whenever inverse trigonometric function, particularly this type of problems, please convert in terms of tan inverse and easily you can apply tan concepts. Let us go to the next question. It is like this. A simple question from quadratic. This type of question so far 2-3 times they have given. So alpha, beta are the roots. Generally students will commit a small mistake that whenever roots means immediately they will write sum of the roots, product of the roots, which is not required in so many cases like this. So A10 in the sense alpha power 10 minus beta power 10 minus 2 times A8, that is alpha power 8 minus beta power 8 by 3 times alpha power 9 minus beta power 9. From alpha terms, let us take alpha power 8 common. Then this becomes alpha square minus 2. Similarly, beta power 8, beta square minus 2 by, keep the denominator same without changing. Since no need of computing this value, since alpha is a root, alpha is a root of x square minus 6x minus 2 equal to 0. You mean alpha square minus 6 alpha minus 2 equal to 0. We want a quantity alpha square minus 2, that is 6 alpha. Similarly, beta value also. Now let us substitute it. This is alpha power 8 into 6 alpha minus beta power 8 into 6 beta by 3 times alpha power 9 minus beta power 9. So clearly alpha power 9 minus beta power 9 can be cancelled. It is 6 by 3, that is 2. We will be getting like this. So it is a simple question from quadratic. So far 2-3 times this type of questions are given, right? Let us go to the next question. Question number 4. Even this question also, the beauty of this question is so far 2-3 times they have given. Just by changing the numbers again and again they are giving. You see, f of x plus f of 2 minus x is equal to 1. So if you clearly observe this one, it is like that. Now put x equal to 1 by 20, that is f of 1 by 20, 2 minus, that is 40, f of 39 by 20 equal to 1. You mean sum of first and last is 1. Put x equal to 2 by 20, then it is f of 2 by 20 plus f of 38 by 20 equals to 1. So on. It is up to 19 times you will be getting, right? Plus, in addition to that, exactly middle term we left over like this. So, if you take that middle term into consideration, that is f of 1. F of 1, if you substitute 5 by 10, that is 1 by 2. You mean it is 19 plus 1 by 2, that is 38 plus 1, that is 39 by 2. That is this value, right? This type of question also repeated 2-3 times. Let us go to the next question. Question number 5. A simple problem from definite integrals. Whenever this type of problem occurs, here I think there is a small mistake. It has to be square. No problem. Let us write general term. General term is summation, right? N by n plus r whole square, where r takes 0 to n minus 1, right? Then only you will be getting 2n minus 1. Of course, limit will be there. You know how to solve this type of problems. Let us express it in the form of 1 by n into a function of r by n. Thereby, 1 by n can be replaced by dx, r by n can be replaced by x. So, if you apply that procedure, it is 1 by n into 1 plus r by n whole square, where r runs over from 0 to n minus 1. Of course, limit will be there as it is. Now, summation with the integration 1 by n with the dx by 1 plus x whole square. 1 by 1 plus x whole square is minus 1 by 1 plus x. Limits are 0 to 1. So, take minus outside to avoid the confusion if it is there. 1 by 2, for lower limit it is 1, that is 1 by 2. Question, right? Simple question from definite integrals. In the recent years, regularly they are giving in the mains, right? Let us move on to the next question. Question number 6. It is a simple problem again from matrices. So, checking the consistency. Checking the consistency for non-homogeneous, you can use Cramer's rule method or you can use rank method, whatever it may be, right? So, I am going to explain it by using rank method. First, let us write augmented matrix, that is AB. AB when you write, so 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 6, 2, 1, minus 1, and this is 1, 2, 3. Reduce lower triangular elements of matrix A into 0 only by row operations. Remember, Nana, you can do it by Cramer's rule procedure or rank procedure. Whatever you like, you apply that one. It is R2 tends to R2 minus 2R1, R3, 2R3 plus R1. Thereby, it is 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. These operations we are doing. This is 6 minus 6, 0. And 2 minus 4 minus 2, and this is 1 minus 2 minus 1. Here minus 2 plus 2 0, 2 plus 3 5, and this is 4 plus 2 6, and this is 6 plus 1 7, right? So we can interchange R2 interchanges to R3. 2 3 2 1 0 5. Remember, it is same as solving the equations by interchanging. No, by interchanging two equations, value will not change. So you can interchange. So 0 0 minus 2 minus 1. Clearly lower triangular elements are 0. So determinant is not equal to 0. Hence we can conclude rank of A equal to 3 equal to rank of AB. Hence the system will have unique solution. System will have unique solution. Right? Simple problem from matrices and determinants. Let us go to the next question. Question number 7. A is a 3 by 3 matrix such that determinant of A equal to 4. Remember, here theoretical procedure you can adopt, or by trial and error also you can do it. So in this type of cases, to avoid that confusion, you can choose some matrix. Let us say matrix A equal to, I will choose like this. Without this also you can do it, because A is so and so implies determinant of A equal to 4. Right? He is asking you to write 2A, 2 0 0 0 4 0 0 0 4. Right? Then find determinant of B. He is calling this one as, what is that? R2 will change like this in matrix 2A. So I am not at all writing 2A, your R2. Now this will changes like this. So R2 is 2R2. So first keep like this only. 2R2 plus 5R3, 0. Right? And what about the next one? This is 4 into 2, 8 plus 0. This is 0 plus 20. Next, keep it same like this. This is now, he is writing it as B. Remember, now he is asking determinant of B. Determinant of B is 64. If you take lower triangular elements are 0, computing the determinants etc. becomes simple. So it is 64. By choosing the numbers also you can do it, but it takes lot of time. Please see that you should not cross 1.5 to 2 minutes on any type of questions at mains level. If you are crossing, somewhere we are going wrong, it is better to adopt some techniques like this. Go to the next question. Question number 8. So a simple problem. So however, most of the problems in limits may be indeterminate forms he will give. You can use either L'Hopital's rule or else you can use expansions. Right? L'Hopital's rule, the disadvantage is when denominator's power is 2 or more, calculations will take a lot of time. Please observe. So, limit x tends to 0, ax minus 1 plus 4x plus 16x square by 2, so on, minus 1, by ax 1 plus 4x, so on, minus 1 equal to so and so. Right? So it is a minus 4 of x minus 8x square. Remember, you will get so many terms by 4x square. Of course, a also is there, equal to b. If it is to exist, x term should not be there. That is a equal to 4. Because denominator least degree is 2. Right? And minus 8 by 4a equal to b, right? So it is minus 1 by 2 equal to b. That is the value of b. If it is to exist, a must be 4. Remember. Now let us substitute here. 2 times a is 4, b is minus half. It is 8 minus 1, 7 by 2, that is 7, right? We can simply solve like this. You can use expansions. You can also solve by using L'Hopital's rule. It's your wish, right? Go to the next question. Question number 9. A is a set of all 4-digit natural numbers which has exactly 1 digit 7. It's a good problem, little bit typical from P and C. Find the probability of choosing a number from a set A. First of all, it should contain exactly 1 7 only. Please observe. 1 7. Suppose I will keep 7 here. For the remaining 3 places, I can select 9C1, 9C1, 9C1. Total 729. Wherein 7 is exactly in the first place. Or 7 can be in any one of the remaining 3 places. Select, right? And select 2 more numbers in 9C1, 9C1. In this place 8C1, because in this place other than 0, right? So when you write, it is 24 into 81. This will gives you your n of s. So add this number. Now come to this one. What is probability? Favorable by total. This is total. Favorable, choosing a number, it leaves a remainder 2. Remainder 2 when it is divisible by 5. So last it may be 2, last it may be 7, last it may be 2. These are the only 2 cases. So when already 7 is occupied, here 8C1, here as repetitions are allowed, right? It is 8 times 81, one case. Under this, there are 2 possibilities. One is your 7 may be here. 7 is here 9C1, 9C1. These are 81 cases, right? Another one, I am going to write here. It is like this. Here 2. Here, select one of the place for the 7 in 2C1 ways. Here other than 7, but 2 is already over. But as repetitions other than 0, A is set of all 4-digit natural numbers. So here select 1 from the 9. Because 2 may be again included, repetitions are allowed. Find the probability of choosing a number from the set, right? So, and in the other place again 9C1. So it is 81 into 2. So add this one. Your probability is favorable, denoted by M, by total N. Simplify this one, you will get 1 among these options, right? So this is very, very important. Divisible by 5, units place is either 2 or 7 from this particular cases. Okay, let us go to the next question. Question number 10. One simple problem by using AM, GM inequality. So whenever this is given, simply go for AM greater than or equal to GM. A power x plus a by a power x is greater than or equal to a power x into this one. We can cancel. So a power x plus a by a power x greater than or equal to 2 root a, right? So simple AMGM inequality. Okay, let us go to the 11th one quickly. A hyperbola passes through the foci of the ellipse. So it is a standard ellipse, A equal to 5, B equal to 4. So that implies eccentricity root of 1 minus B square by A square, that is 1 minus 16 by 25, that is 3 by 5. Okay, we have got eccentricity of the ellipse. Product of, let us take, this is E, another one is E dash, equal to 1. So E dash is 5 by 3. E dash, that is the eccentricity of the hyperbola, right? Passes through foci. What are the foci? Foci is plus or minus AE comma 0. That is plus or minus A is 5 into 3 by 5 comma 0. That is plus or minus 3 comma 0. Now let equation of hyperbola. Let equation of hyperbola is x square by, take it as like this, capital A square, capital B square. As it is passing through the foci, it is 9 by A square minus 0 equal to 1, A equal to plus or minus 3. A square, that is like this, A is plus or minus 3. Now he has given eccentricity relation, that is E dash equal to 1 plus B square by A square, that is 5 by 3 equal to 1 plus B square by A square root of. From this one, let us find out, you will get B equal to 4 plus or minus. So automatically this is the equation of the hyperbola, right? So hyperbola simple concept only has given. Let us go to the next question, question number 12. It is directly very simple problem. Just by seeing, I think no student will get a doubt. Contrapositive. So if you work hard, then you will earn. Yeah. If you are not working, you will not earn. That's all. Okay. Let us go to the next one. Question number 13. Minimum distance. Recently, in almost every paper, you are finding one question from the shortest distance concept. Earlier, we used to get this type of problems only at advanced level, right? But whatever the questions that they are asking at advanced level are bit typical. But here, if you see, x square equals to 2y. 2x is equal to 2 dy by dx. You mean dy by dx is equal to x. So this is dy by dx from the given parabola. So line x minus y minus 1 equal to again 0. So dy by dx of line, this is for parabola, is equal to, we know that, minus a by b. This is second one. Equate both. Your x1 is 1. Right? x1 is 1. You mean it is a point on the parabola we have taken. Right? If you substitute y1, corresponding y1, 1 by 2. So, I want shortest distance, minimum distance. Nothing but distance of this point from the given line. This is the line. We know how to find out the distance. 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by root of this one. It is 1 by 2 root 2. 1 by 2 root 2. But in case of parabola or parabola ellipse or circle ellipse are given, there is completely different procedure. That is, shortest distance occurs along a common normal. Here, this being one of the cases line, simply we can solve like this. Let us go to the next question. Yeah, a simple problem. I2 plus I4. Since he is asking all the terms with a gap of 2 or difference of 2, first I am developing a formula for in plus in plus 2. This is pi by 4 to pi by 2 cot power nx. If you take common, it is 1 plus cot square x. 1 plus cot square x is cosecant square x. I am multiplying and dividing by minus, so that I can use one of the formula f of x whole power n into f dash x. So f of x whole power n into f dash x is f of x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Limits are, okay, I am writing here pi by 4 to pi by 2. So when you apply upper limit, it is 0, lower limit 1 by n plus 1. You mean in plus 2 is a fixed value. When you put n equals to 2, that is I2 plus I4 is 1 by 3 because n equals to 2. Next, I3 plus I5, put n equals to 3, right? That is 1 by 4. Next, I4 plus I6, put n equals to 4. Clearly, you can say all these are all in harmonic progression, so they are in HP, right? Go to the next question, question number 15. In trigonometry, particularly in some problems, trial and error method is more easy than actual solving. Here, 3 cos terms equals to 3 by 2. You mean each must be equals to 1 by 2. That means x is equal to y equal to, if you take pi by 3, cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2, 1 by 2. This becomes 120. Cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. Then only it is true. So then he is asking sin x. Sin pi by 3, root 3 by 2 cos 1 by 2. That is root 3 plus 1 by 2. Okay. Trigonometric problems, as and when there is a possibility, go for trial and error. Always immediately will get within no time. Next, go to the 16th question. Yeah, find the projection. One good problem from the 3D planes. Projection, we know that projection on the plane is OP cos theta, right? So here what is the plane? Plane equation passing through the 3 points. First point, x minus 2, y minus 1, z minus 3. Second, 3 minus 2, 1, 2 minus 1, 1 minus 3 minus 2. Third, 2 minus 2, 0, and 4 minus 1, 3, and 2 minus 3 minus 2 minus 3 minus 1. Expand this one. So this is nothing but minus 1 plus 6, 5. 5 times x minus 2. Next, for minus, so remove this one, minus 1, you mean plus y minus 1. Next 3. 3 times z minus 3 equal to 0. That is 5x plus y plus 3z minus 10 minus 11 equal to 20. This is the plane equation. Then what he has given? He has given a point. So your OP bar equal to 2i minus j. 2i minus j. Mod OP equal to, it is root 5. So now it is simple. He has given a plane like this. So OP, this is the line theta, then this is n cap. So he is asking on this x-axis, you mean on the plane. So hence it is OP cos theta. So we know angle between a line and the plane is the complementary of the angle, right? First you will get sin theta, thereby you can complete this one. If you solve, you will get that one. Let us go to the next question. Line cuts the ellipse. So this is the ellipse given, right? This is root 2 comma 0. This is 0 comma 1. This is the line. He has given cuts at the points P and Q. He is asking, so this angle, So clearly by seeing, whenever if you want angle at the origin, homogenization is the best procedure. Homogenize. So that is x square by 2 plus y square minus 1. 1 in the sense x plus y whole square equal to 0, because x plus y equals to 1. Right? I am expanding. It is x square plus 2y square minus 2x square minus 2y square minus 2 into 2, 4xy equal to 0. Then this is nothing but minus x square, cancel, minus 4xy equal to 0. X of x plus 4y equal to 0. X 0 or y equals to minus x by 4. That is this line. X0 is y-axis. So this angle is pi by 2 clearly, and this angle is tan inverse 1 by 4. It is pi by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 4. Okay. Or else we can apply cos theta a plus b by root of a minus b whole square, and that formula, thereby you can find cos theta, then also you can solve. If a curve y satisfies the differential equation, so and so, and it passes through the point of intersection, first let us solve the two lines. However, we need, as 3y is given, 3x plus 3y equal to 12, 2x minus 3y equal to minus 2, 5x is equal to 10. You mean x2. x2 means y equal to 2. So it is passing through the point 2 comma 2. Let us write down, it is 2x square y minus y of dx is equal to minus x dy. So dy by dx is equal to y minus 2x square y. So dy by dx minus y by x is equal to, this is 1xx we can cancel, it is 2xy. Sorry, here he has given square for y. I will change 2xy square. 2xy square. Xx I cancelled. Right? This is what we are getting. Right? But see, right side y or function of y is given. It is a Bernoulli's differential equation. You have to divide by y square. We know that it is y power minus 2 dy by dx minus 1 by x. Right? Minus 1 by x. I just cancelled here. Right? Y power minus 1 is equal to 2. So let us take y power minus 1 equals to z minus 1 into y power minus 2 dy by dx is dz by dx. Clear? Now see, this you can write minus dz by dx. Already I have taken this one as so and so. Minus z by x is equal to, here observe, I am bringing this side, this one, it is minus 2. This is what we are having. Minus throughout I can cancel. So integrating factor e to the power of 1 by x dx, that is x itself. Now solution, z into x is equal to 2x dx. Your z is 1 by y, x by y equal to x square plus c. To find the constant, he has given a condition, it is passing through 2 comma 2. This is c equal to minus 4. 2 by 2 I can cancel. This is 4. You mean your curve is x by y is x square minus 4. Now what is this he is asking from this one? Y equal to x by x square minus 4. But at the end he is asking y1 Of course, mod. It is 1 by 1 minus 4. Right? So, it is y of 1 by minus 4. That is minus 3. Of course, mod. It is passing through so and so point. This is 1, and here it is 4. If you bring it to the other side, here it is C. It is 1 minus 4. This is like this, like this. That is minus 3, x square minus 3, 1 minus 3 minus 2. It is 0.5. Okay. So let us go to the next question. Question number 19. Let the curve have a common tangent. This is also common tangents. So far, so many times they are asking. Parabola versus circle, ellipse versus circle, hyperbola versus circle. Suppose if they have given like this, first find the tangent to the second curve other than circle. If it is a common tangent, perpendicular distance from center of the circle is equal to radius. With that easily we can complete. So we can take like this. It's a rough curve. Right. So this is 3, 0 and this is the circle. Somewhere I am taking the point P. So any point AT square, 2AT, right? Equation of tangent at P. We know YT equal to x plus AT square. In this case, A is 1, hence like this. Okay, so since it is A, this you can write x minus YT plus T square equal to 0. Now, perpendicular distance from this one is equal to radius. What is the perpendicular distance from center? 3 minus 0 plus T square by root of 1 plus T square is equal to radius, that is 3. You mean when you square it, 9 plus T power 4 plus 6 T square is equal to 9 plus 9 T square. So that we can write it as T power 4 minus 3 T square equal to 0. It is like this. So from this one we will get T equal to root 3. Of course 0, right? Since he has given in the first quadrant, I am taking plus root 3. So with that you will get P. P is 3, 2 root 3. Right? Now okay, I want this Q. I want this Q. Like this. So how to find out Q? Q is the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the center. So what is the formula? H minus X, foot of the perpendicular drawn from the center to the tangent line 1 equal to K minus 0 by minus T. Foot of the perpendicular minus, right? 3 minus 0 plus T square by A square plus B square. Okay. So we have got T equals to root 3. Let us substitute it. H minus 3 equal to K minus 2 minus T equal to minus 3 plus T is 3. T square by 1 plus T square. Thereby, what is this one, Anna? H minus 3, K by minus root 3 and 3 plus 3, 6 by 4. 6 by 4, 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Right? So, H comma K equal to, just simply substitute it, you will get the value. Then he is asking A plus C. A is already this one, A is 3. Here also C means 3, send it to the other side. 6, 3 by 2. So 2 times a plus c. 2 times your a is 3 and this is 3 by 2. Sorry. 3 by 2. 9 by 2. 2, 2 cancel. It is equal to 9. You will get the 9 as the answer in this case. That is question number 19. Let us go to the question number 20. X is a number divided by 4. One small good problem by using binomial theorem. Right? X is a number divided by 4 leaves a remainder 3. Then the remainder, if X is a number, you mean it is of the form 4k plus 3 where k belongs to whole numbers. So then in such a case 20 plus 4k plus 3 whole power 22 when it is divided by 8. When it is divided by 8, he is asking what is the remainder. That means it is a multiple of 8 plus something you are getting. So let us check for 1 or 2 numbers by putting k equals to, if k equal to 0, then here it is 23. Suppose if you divide by this one, power later on we can consider, it's not a big issue at all. So 8 2 times 42, 5 times 23. 23 means 2 times, then plus 7 by 8. You are getting a remainder 7 in this case, right? 7. So next, suppose I will take k equals to 1. If you take k equals to 1, it is 4, 20, 27 by 8, 25, then 2 times, that is 42, that is 27, 3 times, after 3, again 24, then 3 by 8. If you observe, 7 by 8 will gives you 49, 7 square, and this is 9. When you divide by 8, 1, when you divide by 8, 1, so on. So this is nothing but in the form of 8 lambda plus 1. When you square it, of course, to the power of 1011. This you can write it as 1011 C naught, right, plus 1011 C1, 8 lambda, so on. All these are all divisible by 8. So your remainder is equal to 1. Remainder is only 1. Simple problem, but you have to check for k equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, you observe. Then this you are getting, if you square it, because in binomial we have solved 2 power 198. If you divide by 17 or 15, what is the remainder? So we are converting them nearer to that 15 or 15 multiples or powers, whatever it may be. Right? Go to the next question. Question number 21. Right, simple problem. A into A transpose 1 minus alpha, 1 alpha minus alpha beta is equal to 1 0 0 1. So if you expand, it is 1 plus alpha square. Next, this is alpha minus alpha beta. This is 0 and this is nothing but alpha square plus beta square is 1 0 0 1. So 1 plus alpha square is 1. You mean alpha is 0, 1 value. Take the next one. Alpha minus alpha beta 0, however, right? Alpha square plus beta square is 1. Since this is 0, beta square is 1. Right? What he is asking? He is asking alpha power 4 plus beta power 4. This is 0 and that is 1. It is 1 only. Simple question from matrices. Go to the next question. Question number 22. Find number of all 2-digit numbers n such that 3 power n all 2-digit numbers, right? N is like this. Your n can be 10, 11, 12, so on up to 99, right? It is divisible by 10. So let us put n equal to, if n equals to 10, it is 3 power 10 plus 7 power 10, that is 3 power 10, keep it like that. This is 10 minus 3 power 10. It is 3 power 10, 10c naught, 10 power 10 minus 10c1, 10 power 9, 3. See, last term, 10c10, 3 power 10. Because of these two terms, it is not divisible. So this is wrong. I am going for n equal to 11. If you put n equals to 11, it is 3 power 11, 7 power 11. 3 power 11, this we can write like this. Keep the first term same. This we can write 11c naught, 10 power 11 minus 11c1, 10 power 10, 3. Every odd coefficient is negative. So minus 11c11, 3 power 11. We can cancel, right? But all the remaining terms are divisible by 10. Hence, n can be 11, 13, right? 15, all odd. So, 2 digits odd, 11 to 99, they are 45 in number. Okay, Nana? Right. Let us go to the next question. Find the value. A mod function from definite integral. We know that mod x is equal to plus x if x is greater than or equal to 0, minus x when x is negative. So what you have to do? Simply you have to break the limits. Minus 2 to 2 mod x minus 2 into x plus 1 of dx. So first you have to check x minus 2 into x plus 1 less than 0. That means x belongs to minus 1 to 2, right? And greater than 0 if x belongs to minus infinity to minus 1 union 2 to infinity. 2 to infinity we don't require. Between minus infinity to minus 1 it is positive. So minus 2 to minus 1 it is positive. Remove the mod like this. This is positive means next one automatically negative. Minus 1 to 2 it is x minus 2 into x plus 1 dx. It is very simple. If you expand, you will get in terms of x power n. So you can integrate and you can apply the limits. Mod functions. In the last examination, if you have seen that paper, they have given the problem on the step function. Step mod. You have to break the given limits. Go to the next question. Yeah. Out of 400 people, 160 are non-veg and smokers. 140 are veg and smokers. 100 are veg and non-smokers. The percentage of the people suffering from a certain chest disease is 35, 20, 10 respectively. If a person suffers from this disease, then what is the probability that he is non-veg and smoker? Right? If you read the question and if you transform the data mathematically, it is a problem related to Bayes' theorem. Whenever Bayes' theorem related problems are there, of course, you can solve normally, or if you are already exposed to tree diagram concept, tree diagram is the simplest form wherein conditional probability problems, total of probability problems and Bayes' theorem easily we can complete. Please observe. So, I am choosing some notations. So, this is tree is having branches, sub-branches. Same manner. Non-veg smokers, I will write. Second line, veg smokers, I will write. And third branch, I will write it as veg smokers. I will write veg non-smokers. Now what he has given? 160. These are 160 out of 400. These are 140 out of 400. And these are 100 out of 400. So these people may get a disease. These people also may get a disease. But the ratio is 35 by 100. This is 20 by 100. Right? This is 10 by 100. This is the data he has given. The advantage with the tree diagram, see in some previous questions, your question may be 7 to 8 lines. But when you transform, it is a matter of single step. So that is the advantage in Bayes' theorem, total law of probability. Let us enjoy that benefit. Right? If a person suffers from disease, he can suffer from disease in any one of the three ways. Let us write in the denominator. That is 160, right, into 35 or 140 into 20 or it can be 100 into 10. As denominators are same, I am taking the common LCM. Right? Numerator. What is that? Find the probability that he is a non-veg smoker. That related 160 into 35 by 400 into 100. We can cancel. So 0 is also there in every term. Cancel. Next, with the 5, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 2. And 2 also I can cancel. 2 here, right? Here 2, here 8, and here 8. One more 8. One more 2. With the 2, 2 4s, 2, 4, and this 2 cancel. And here it is 5. Now it is over. It is 28 in numerator by 28 plus 14 plus 5. So it is 28 by 42, 47. Right? You please simplify. You will get some answer here. That is question number 24. Whenever Bayes' theorem problems are there, use tree diagram concept. Easily we can complete. Okay, Nana? Let us go to the next question. Yeah, one more simple problem. AB are given and area of parallelogram made by these are adjacent sides. Adjacent sides A cross B. That is I, J, K, 3 alpha 1, 1 minus alpha 3. That is 3 alpha plus alpha of I minus J into 9 minus 1 K into minus 3 alpha alpha. That is 4 alpha I minus 8 J minus 4 alpha K. That is A cross B. Okay. So this is once again I am keeping the mod. You can write like this. That is nothing but root of 16 alpha square plus 64, 16 alpha square. It is 32 alpha square plus 64 is equal to, he has given 8 root 3. Let us square it. If you square it, 32 alpha square plus 64, 8 into 8, 64 into 3. That is 192. 192. From this one, let us find out alpha. 32 alpha square, 192 minus 64. That is 192 minus 64. That is 128. So 32 alpha square is 128. Alpha square is 4. Alpha is plus or minus 2. Then he is asking A dot B. Come on, find out A dot B. I have given the alpha, substitute there. So accordingly, you will get, if this becomes plus, that becomes minus. Hardly there is any change. Okay, this is question number 25. Then go to the next question. Yeah, one good problem. Whenever minima, maxima is given, first you have to draw the diagram. And non-differentiable points. We know that when you draw a diagram, wherever corner occurs, at all such corners, the curve is non-differentiable, because differentiability is directly linked to dy by dx, which is slope of a tangent. At corner, multiple tangents will occur, hence we can say that it is not differentiable. Let us draw the diagram. First of all, if the diagrams are known, no problem. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. So, this is y equal to x line. This is y equal to minus x. Next one, y equal to 4 minus x square. It is like this. So capital Y is minus x square. So this is a parabola with vertex at 0, 4. That is the reason I want 4. And clearly if you observe, when x equals to 2, so it is passing like this. This is the parabola, right? And step x. Another one is step x when x is equals to 2 to 3. When x is 2, exactly it is 2. Exactly at x equals to 3, it is like this. Now, minimum he has given. You see, here one corner, another corner, another corner, it is jumped here, right? This is one more point and exactly here 5. 5 points where non-differentiable. It is not differentiable at the 5 points. This is what? As this is a memory based one, we have got only 26 questions, right? Later on, once the actual paper comes out, we'll come out with the other questions also, right, Anna? Thank you, all of you.